I know Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Maharaj since I'm a young man, about 26.
佢26歲嘅時候已經認識 Srila Bhakti Maharaj。
That time I was living in Bhubaneswar, Orissa.
當時佢住喺 Orissa 嘅 Bhubaneswar 度。
And Srila Bharati Maharaj was living in Jagannath Puri.
當時 Maharaj 住喺 Jagannath Puri 嗰度嘅。
There's some land on the Grand Road. Grand Road is the road where the Rath cart goes.
喺條大路嗰度咧，嗰條大路就係佢哋彈車出巡嘅時候幾百萬人嗰個大路嗰度。
On that Grand Road, one house was there.
嗰條大路嗰度有間屋喺度嘅。
That house was owned by Bhakti Vinod Thakur.
嗰個屋係屬於 Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Maharaj 嘅。
He was the magistrate of Puri.
佢係呢個普利咧嗰個嘅係即係。
And then he was the manager of Jagannath Temple.
即係 Jagannath 廟嗰個嘅即係負責人嚟嘅。
And in that house, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was born.
咁Srila Bhakti Siddhanta咧就係喺個屋嗰度出世。He come also.
You want to come?
Yeah.
Sit on that chair. Put this thing on the bed and sit on the chair. So that time, when Saraswati Thakur was born, in February of 1873.
1873年2月咧，Srila Bhakti Siddhanta誕生。
So in June, July, when they had Rath Yatra, so that time, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he was 6 months old.
6、7月佢哋彈七夕嘅時候咧，當時 Srila Bhakti Siddhanta大概只係6個月大嘅。
So when the Rath cart came down the Grand Road,
彈車經過條大路嘅時候咧，
it stopped in front of the house of Bhakti Vinod Thakur, who was the magistrate.
就響呢個地方官啊，即係咧係Bhakti Vinod Thakur個家門嗰處停咗落嚟彈車。
It did not move for 3 days.
彈車停咗整咗3天冇喐到。
During that time, the wife, Bhagavati Devi, brought the baby, whose name was Bimala Prasad.
咁當時咧，佢個妻子咧叫 Bhagavati Devi 咧，就帶呢個 BB 咧叫 Bimala Prasad 就出嚟見
That was
神
his
像。
childhood.
童年嘅時候，佢用呢個名字嘅。
Brought him into the Rath Yatra cart.
去個彈車嗰面前嗰度。
Then, when she placed him at the foot of Jagannath, the garland came from Jagannath and circled Saraswati Thakur.
咁佢咧係掂個蓮花竹嘅時候咧，嗰個花環從神像嗰度跌落嚟咧，就圍住咗咧 Saraswati Thakur。
Then it was 6 months, so time for first grains.
亦都係咧係6個月大嘅時候咧，有一個叫始飯禮，第一次食飯嗰個儀式嘅。
So the first grain was the rice from Jagannath.
佢第一次食飯咧就食 Jagannath 嘅飯。
So this was a very exalted place.
咁呢個地方係非常一個崇高嘅地方嚟嘅。
So Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Maharaj's guru, Srila Madhav Maharaj, he purchased that building.
哦，咁咧Srila Vigyan Bharati Maharaj 嘅 guru 咧，Srila Bhakti Madhav Maharaj 咧就買咗嗰間屋啊。
Srila Bharati Maharaj was the person who used to oversee the construction of all the temples for Srila Madhav Maharaj.
咁咧就Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Maharaj本身係工程師啦，咁佢咧就會咧嚟到係去咧去檢核咧所有佢個 guru 咧所起嘅廟，佢負責去睇嘅個工程。
So he was there to keep an eye on everything
佢喺嗰度
while they were preparing to build that temple.
佢哋準備去起嗰間廟嘅時候咧，佢就喺嗰度咧準備咧，即係嚟到巡視呢個工程。
In 1976, I was traveling in Orissa distributing Prabhupada's books to schools and libraries.
咁1976年嘅時候咧，馬哈拉就響即係Orissa 嗰度咧，就係咧去派書啊，派包嘅書咧派到當地嘅圖書館啦，同埋啲學校嘅。
I used to go to Puri, I used to go to Bhubaneswar like
佢
that.
往常咧叫去到 Puri 啊、Bhubaneswar 呢啲等等嘅地方。
Then that time, Prabhupada wrote me one letter.
咁當時巴巴寫咗封信俾佢嘅。
He asked me to go to Madhav Maharaj to get some instruction how to collect money.
咁然之後，巴巴就叫佢走去揾書啦，Bhakti Vigyan Maharaj就問佢咧，就攞個訓示，啲訓示就係話咧點樣走去籌款啊。
When Srila Madhav Maharaj was a young brahmachari,
當Srila Madhav Maharaj仍尚係一個年輕嘅精修生嘅時候咧，
his name was Hayagrivadas,
佢當時嘅名字叫 Hayagriva Das，
and he and one sannyasi, Bhakti Vigyan Maharaj, used to collect all the money to maintain all the 64 Gaudiya maths.
佢同另一個神一時咧，Bhakti Saranga Goswami 咧，兩個拍檔咧就走去籌款啊，籌到啲款項咧就維係到64間嘅高地亞嘅廟嘅。
How old are you now that time?
64.
No, you.
How old am I?
How old were you?
Oh, that time.
Yeah, that time.
Oh, in that time I was 26.
當時佢26歲啫。
It was 1976. I was 25, 26.
1976年嘅時候，大概係25歲、26
My
歲。
birthday is August,
佢嘅生日係8月嘅。
like that. Then I used to get some instruction from Srila Madhav Maharaj how to collect money because he used to collect so much money.
佢往常咧，佢會從Srila Madhav Maharaj嗰度接受呢個訓示咧，點樣即係籌款，因為當時佢籌款籌好多錢翻嚟嘅。
Then also he asked, Prabhupada asked me in the letter, you ask Madhav Maharaj to try and help us to enter Jagannath temple.
咁你同埋巴就要求佢，你事實上要請求咧，Madhav Maharaj就幫你西方奉獻者咧，都可以進入到 Jagannath 嘅廟。
So I asked Madhav Maharaj to help us in this regard.
我就請求Madhav Maharaj喺呢方面去幫助我哋。
He told he will talk with people and see what he can do.
佢就睇下同當地啲人咧係商量一下，睇下佢哋可以做到啲咩嘢。
He also gave us the name of his panda in Puri.
佢亦都俾咗咧佢哋嗰個 panda 係 Puri 嗰個 panda 嗰個嘅盤。
For us, American devotee, we cannot go in the temple.
原先咧，我哋美國人奉獻者係唔入到廟嗰度，
So we cannot buy the Jagannath Prasad.
我哋買唔到 Jagannath 嗰個嘅 prasadam 嘅。
So we have to ask some priest in the street, can you get us?
咁佢哋我要問啲街上面啲咁樣嘅係啊，即係啲祭司啊，你可唔可以幫手去買啲 prasadam？
He will charge us 500 rupees
佢收我哋500個盧比，
and bring only 5 rupees of prasad.
俾5個盧比嘅時候俾我哋啫，收我哋500個盧比。
So Madhav Maharaj, he had one priest who was the panda for Gaudiya Math, his Math.
咁 Madhav Maharaj 咧就有一個咁樣嘅即係祭司咧，就係幫佢個廟嘅。
His name was Kashinath Shringari.
Kashina Shingari 叫做。
So Kashinath Shringari then became the panda for ISKCON.
後尾佢就成為咗 ISKCON 當時嘅 ISKCON 咧，即係嘅祭司啦。
Then I used to go to him and he will arrange to bring prasad.
咁我就會揾佢啦，佢就會安排啲 prasad。
And then also I gave his name to all ISKCON devotees.
咁然之後佢將呢個人嘅名就俾實所有 ISKCON 啲奉獻者。
So when they came to Puri, they used to go to him only.
咁嗰啲奉獻者咧，ISKCON 奉獻者去 Puri 嘅時候咧，就自己會揾呢個人幫手嘅。
And he was providing prasadam at proper price.
咁佢然之後有一個即係合理嘅價錢咧，就供應啲 prasad。
So then I used to go sometimes to Puri then Prabhupada asked me to stay in Bhubaneswar.
後尾咧，巴就要馬哈拉住咧，就逗留咗喺 Bhubaneswar 嗰度。
And I was there in 1977.
1977年嘅時候咧，佢就住喺嗰度啦。
In Prabhupada left this world.
77年嘅時候咧，巴巴就離開人世。
When I was there with Prabhupada in Puri, I arranged for him to go to Puri, from Bhubaneswar to Puri for 4 or 5 days.
咁我喺嗰處嘅時候咧，我安排巴巴從 Bhubaneswar 去 Puri 咧，就逗留咗4、5天嘅。
I have many connection with government persons.
我同啲政府啲官員咧有啲聯繫嘅，
I arranged for him to get a room in a government guest house.
就喺個政府嗰啲咁樣嘅即係嘅即係官邸嗰處咧就有個房間，
It had a big veranda like this veranda
好大嘅露台嘅，
and looked over the ocean, right on the ocean.
可以望面到個大海嘅。
And I got the corner room, so windows on 2 sides.
我得到嘅角落頭嘅房，兩邊都有通風嘅窗，
So very light and airy and
好光猛下，好通風通爽嘅。
and we used to sit together looking at the ocean.
咁我哋一齊坐埋咧就望海，
And he will talk something about different things.
巴巴會講唔同嘅嘢啦。
So then in 1977, Prabhupada left in November.
巴巴1977年嘅11月咧就離開嘅。
Then in December, I held 2 festivals in Orissa
到12月嘅時候咧，佢就喺 Orissa 咧就舉辦咗2個節日
to honor Prabhupada.
嚟到榮耀巴巴。
One was in the Bhubaneswar and one was in Puri.
一個喺 Bhubaneswar， 另一個喺 Puri。
In Puri, we didn't have temple.
Puri 我哋就當時冇廟嘅。
So I went to the temple that Srila Saraswati Thakur had built in Chatak Parva.
咁佢就 Chattaparvat 咧，Srila Saraswati Thakur起咗間廟，佢就去到嗰間廟嗰度。
That was the place Mahaprabhu said was Govardhan.
Chattaparvat 就係一個地方咧，馬可夫見到個沙堆，佢以為嗰個係高一笪，就係嗰個地方啦。
And Saraswati Thakur's house where he lived is on top of that hill.
咁咧 Saraswati 佢屋企佢個屋咧，佢住嘅地方咧，就係喺嗰個山頂嗰度嘅。
And so Prabhupada, when he was in Puri, he didn't visit any other Gaudiya Math except that one.
咁拋翻 Puri 嘅時候咧，佢冇再拜訪其他嘅高啲物，除咗嗰間之外。
So that time, I went to those persons and told, I want to hold one festival here for Prabhupada.
咁當時佢就去揾嗰啲人啦，就同佢哋古白事人講話咧，我想喺嗰度咧為巴布巴咧舉辦一個咁樣嘅節日嘅，
I will give you some money.
會俾啲錢俾你哋。
They agreed.
佢哋同意。
So then I wanted Srila Madhav Maharaj to be the president of the meeting.
咁我就想咧 Srila Madhav Maharaj 咧做嗰個會議咧嘅呢個咁樣嘅係主要嘉賓嘅。
Because Prabhupada had appointed him to be the chairman of the Gauda Mandala Bhumi Trust.
咁咧呢個巴巴係委任咗佢咧做呢個高啦 Mandala， 即係高樓嘅聖地咧嘅嗰個嘅信託基金啊嘅主席啊。
In that trust there was some money.
嗰個基金裏邊有啲錢嘅。
And Madhav Maharaj would make some recommendation for holy places in Bengal to be fixed.
咁 Madhav Maharaj 咧佢就會建議，譬如咧，如果喺孟加拉有邊啲聖地咧需要修補嘅話咧，佢就會咧分派啲錢去啲地方。
Then the devotees would give contribution to fix that.
啲奉獻就捐獻出嚟幫手咧去修整呢啲聖地。
So in this way, so many things were, so many connections were there between Madhav Maharaj and Prabhupada.
而且嘅時候咧，巴布巴同埋 Srila Madhav Maharaj 之間咧已經有好多個聯繫喺度㗎啦。
Then Madhav Maharaj came and he was the chairman of that meeting. We had a meeting.
Madhav Maharaj 嚟到啦，佢就成為咗嗰個嘅會議嘅主席。
I invited all the mutts to come.
我就邀請所有啲廟咧嚟到參與㗎。
And we had a big ceremony.
咁我哋有一個咧好龐大嘅儀式。
Then in that ceremony, also the Puri Pandas came to that.
嗰個喺個會議裏邊咧，咁呢啲係 Puri 啊嗰啲咁嘅祭司都有嚟參與㗎。
And some other groups, not Gaudiya monks, but other monks like Ramanandis.
其他嘅廟都有人嚟，不過未必係嗰啲一物嘅，其實啲叫 Ramanandi 嗰啲廟都有嚟參與。
Then I spoke, Gaura Govinda Maharaj spoke, and Madhav Maharaj spoke.
咁馬哈拉就講啦，舒拉高啦嗰啲媽亦都有講啦，舒拉媽同馬三個都有發言同講嘢。
So that time Also, there was Srila Bhakti Bhagavat Maharaj was there,
當時 Srila Bhakti Bhagavat Maharaj 都喺度啦。
and also Bharti Maharaj, I think, was there, and Ananga Mohan Brahmachari, who now is Puri Maharaj in Vrindavan. Not Puri Maharaj, what is his name? I can't remember now. Anyway, he's there in Vrindavan.
咁咧當時咧，另一個啦，即係 Srila Bhakti Maharaj 都喺度啦。咁就另一個叫 Ananga Mohan 嘅姑啦，再乜經手心班出嚟都喺度講嘢。
Ananga Mohan was like my friend. We were close friends.
佢兩個係老友嚟嘅。而家嗰個已經喺
We
邊
were
度？
both brahmacharis.
但係當時大家係經手心。
So then, that time, I spoke. I quoted many verses in Sanskrit glorifying Prabhupada.
當時佢講經，我哋引咗好多梵文嘅詩節咧嚟到榮耀帕布帕。
And Gauragovinda Maharaj spoke.
書啦高啦講乜都有講。
And Srila Bhakti Daityamada Maharaj spoke.
然之後書啦 Bhakti Vigyan Maharaj 都有講。
After the speeches, it was time to distribute prasad.
響講課完之後咧，係時候咧去派發啲 prasad。
Then, that time, Tirtha Maharaj and Gauragovinda Maharaj came to me.
咁當時 Tirtha Maharaj 同埋書啦高啦仔仔同馬拉講嘢。
They told some people are complaining
佢哋啲人投訴，
that you are foreigner
你係外國人嚟嘅。
and they won't take the prasadam from your hand.
佢話佢哋唔會接受咧，你係收縮俾嘅 prasad。
So then I was very upset.
當時我就好唔開心，
I want to serve the prasadam.
我想去 share 佢哋食 prasad。
But Tirtha Maharaj begged me, no, I will. I and all the brahmacharis from Gaudimat and your brahmacharis, who we had like 8 or 10 Arisan brahmacharis, they all came. We will distribute. You just sit, don't worry. Please don't be angry.
咁佢話咧，書啦 Bhakti 嘛，我同埋我所有經手生啦，再加埋咧你哋 Orissa 啲經手生一齊咧，印度人嚟嘅，就去派發。你淨係坐低，你唔好嬲。
So then I looked to Gauragovinda Maharaj. He told, yes, you should
我望下書啦高啦咁啊，佢話好，你應該，
take this advice.
你接受呢個，你接受呢個忠告啊。
I accepted him as like my Shiksha Guru.
我接受書啦高啦嗰邊啊嘛，係我訓示 guru 咁樣。
So then I sat, but I was very unhappy.
我就坐低，但我好唔開心。
Then, so I never forgot that Tirtha Maharaj distributed the prasadam. He pulled up his dhoti, he wrapped up his sleeve, and he served the prasadam to everyone for Prabhupada.
我咧就永遠都唔會忘記書啦 Bhakti Vigyan 嘛，就揦起衫袖啊，自己啲啲衫咧就咩幫手，為帕巴鹽會咧派發所有 prasad。
So I had very good feeling toward him.
我對佢咧有隻非常之好嘅感情。
He is the disciple of Mother.
God brother of Bhakti Vigyan Bharati.
Bhakti Bhagavat Maharaj 同埋書啦 Bhakti Vigyan Bharati 係神兄弟，佢哋兩個咧都係書啦 Bhakti Maharaj，即係呢度呢個 Samadhi 嘅嗰個嘅徒弟嚟。
That time they are brahmachari.
That time they were both brahmachari or sannyasi?
No, they were both sannyasi.
嗰個時候已經 sannyasi 嘅。
Very young sannyasi.
Huh?
Really young sannyasi，
Huh? They are, he is 86.
今年就80。
Tirtha Maharaj is 89.
Bhakti Vigyan Bharati 係89。
So, this is 1977.
1977年，
So, 35 years before.
35年前㗎啦。
They're in their 50s.
當時佢哋50歲到啦，
They're not that young.
唔係咁年輕。
So, then Srila, I used to go, and in February of '78,
1978年嘅2月咧，
they had a big festival on Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's appearance day.
仲喺巴布巴顯現嘅時候咧，Bhakti Siddhanta顯現咧就有個大型嘅節
It
日，
was the inauguration of that place, that land.
就係為嗰個地啊開光啊。
So that time, all Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada's disciples, chief disciple, came there to Puri.
當時咧，所有巴布巴 Bhakti Siddhanta 主要嘅門徒咧，就全部都去咗普利嗰個地方度。
I met so many of them.
佢遇到佢哋好多呢啲咁樣嘅門徒。
And Madhav Maharaj asked me to speak. He said, "You spoke many Sanskrit verses before. I want you to speak something."
所以馬頓馬就想佢講，佢話先前咧你講好多法文詩詞，我想你再講一次。
So then I spoke something, a little bit.
我講少少啦。
So like this, we had relations.
就咁樣，我哋有關係喺度。
When I was living in Bhubaneswar, when I would come to Puri, I would take lunch there in that temple.
我去 Bhubaneswar 咧，去呢個 Puri 嘅時候咧，就會喺佢嗰間廟嗰度咧去榮耀佛沙特。
Yeah, or I would get Mahaprasad from Jagannath Temple and eat in there in that place.
或者我會咧喺 Jagannath 嘅廟嗰度咧攞啲馬哈沙特咧，就喺佢哋嗰間廟嗰度食嘅。
Last year, at that time, I asked them. They showed me the room where Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was born.
咁當時咧，佢哋就即係介紹俾馬哈認識嗰個房，嗰個房間係 Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta出世嘅地方嚟。
So I asked, "What do you do?"
我就問佢哋啦，你哋點？
So we are tearing it down. We are going to put temple.
佢話咧，我哋將呢間房想拆咗佢咧，重新起廟上去。
Then I told, "Why you're tearing down? This is a special place. You should never tear it down. You should stay this place."
我話咧，你哋間房唔好拆咗佢啦，呢個好特別嘅地方嚟嘅，點要拆咗佢啊？
But they not agreed.
佢哋唔同意。
So I told my friend to take one photograph.
我就叫我朋友影咗張相嘅，
So he took the photograph
佢影咗張相。
in 1979.
1979年嘅時候影咗張相。
Then in 2006 or 2007,
2007年6
I
年度咧，
finally got that photograph.
終於得到嗰張相啦，
And I made a high resolution copy of
就整咗啲係好高嘅清晰度嘅，
it. And then I have it in my computer.
喺我電腦嗰度有。
Then last year I made one big copy for Srila Bhakti because I told him I have a picture of that room. He said, "I want. Can you give me?" I said, "Yes, I will get you."
咁舊年咧，佢就派咗俾咗張相好大張相嚟俾Srila Bhakti Maharaj咧，佢話佢想得到張相，咁就整咗張相俾佢清晰。
They were here. They
我
said.
哋我哋都有張相，
And I made some smaller ones I gave.
有啲細張啲俾佢都有。
So when he received the picture from me,
佢接受我嗰幅相嘅時候咧，
he told me
佢話咧，
that when they took down the room of Bhaktisiddhanta,
當你拆咗Srila Prabhupada Bhakti 間房間嘅時候，
underneath that room,
喺個房間下邊嗰度咧，
the ground
個地下
gave off a fragrance of so many flowers, so ambrosial fragrance.
散發出一啲非常之芬芳啊、鮮花嘅香味啊。
None of the other place when they took it down had any fragrance.
其他地方咧冇咁嘅芬芳嘅，
But at that place, so much beautiful fragrance.
但係嗰個地方咧非常之多咧美妙嘅芬芳散發出嚟。
So then they realized that the deities should go in this place.
後尾佢哋覺悟咗咧，神像咧就要響嗰個地方。
So they redesigned the building so that the deities will sit on top of
佢
it.
哋咧重新再設計翻間廟啊，好少嘅神像咧就可以坐正嗰個位嗰度。
So when you go there in Puri to that temple on Grand Road, where you see the deity, that is the room Bhaktisiddhanta, that is the place where Bhaktisiddhanta.
我哋去到間廟嘅時候咧，見到神像咧，個神像嗰個位咧就係Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta咧出世嘅地方嚟嘅，嗰個房間嚟嘅。
So Bharti Maharaj once told me
Srila Bhakti Maharaj 有一次講俾馬拉知道，
about when he first came to the temple.
當我第一次去到廟嘅時候咧，
He was born in a very high-class Brahmin family.
佢誕生於一個咧非常之係高級嘅婆羅門家庭嘅。
He never even drink water outside of his house.
佢甚至乎飲水咧，自己屋企以外嘅地方佢唔會飲水嘅，
Only drink the water come from his house.
只係飲自己屋企嘅水嘅啫。
Only eat the food what made by his mother or other ladies in that family.
只係食自己媽媽所煮嘅食物啦，或者嗰個
Never
家庭人
eat
煮嘅
anything
嘢，
outside.
從來唔會喺外邊食嘢嘅，任何嘢嘅，
Only from Brahmin.
只係食婆羅門煮嘅嘢。
Then, when he want to go to Yamat, he will not eat or drink anything there.
去到高啲阿媽嘅時候咧，任何嘢佢唔會食唔會飲嘅。
So one of the sannyasi of Saraswati Thakur used to tell,
咁其中一個神雅士咧，沙達都嘅神雅士咁樣講，
okay, this man, he's Brahmin,
呢個人係婆羅門嚟㗎。
so he will give you.
啊，另一個
So
婆羅
that
門會俾
man
你㗎。
will cook and bring him water. Then he'll eat.
嗰個人咧係會煮嘢咧同埋俾水嘅，佢先會有先會食
He
㗎。
was very strict
佢好嚴格㗎，
about this rule
關於呢條規矩。
because they don't want to spoil their samskar on their subtle body.
因為佢哋唔想破壞咗咧喺佢哋精微身體裏邊咧嗰啲嘅良好嘅印記。
Because they are Brahmin means they are in sattva gun.
因為婆羅門嘅意思即係話咧，佢哋身處咧善良嘅形態。
You see how fair his skin is.
你見到佢啲皮膚嘅膚色係幾咁嘅係好
It's
靚，
very high birth.
好高嘅出生嚟㗎。
Means he is very sattvic, very clean.
換言之係非常之係善良形態，好乾淨㗎。
And you see how peaceful he is.
同埋你可以見到佢係幾咁嘅平和㗎。
So from birth he has this sattva, this goodness.
咁從出世自出娘胎咧，佢已經有呢種善良㗎啦。
So then very easy to absorb Krishna consciousness.
咁樣嘅時候就好容易咧可以吸收到咧 Krishna 知覺嘅。
Because you read in Bhagavat, Prabhupada say, when the rajas and tamas reduce, then the sattva comes, then we can understand bhakti.
咁啊，包括國家嘅頭就講，當善良同埋情慾減退之後咧，情慾同埋愚昧減退之後咧，善良到嚟嘅時候咧，咁咧一個人就好容易得到白田。
So then he told me he eventually came to live in the Gaudiya Math.
後面佢講埋啦，佢點樣去到最後入到高啲巴嗰度生活啦。
And his guru used to give him responsibility for construct the temple.
佢嘅姑娘就俾佢好多訓示啦，要佢點樣將起廟嘅。
He constructed this temple
呢間廟都係佢起㗎，
and the one in Puri
鋪連嗰間廟啦，
and another one. So many he
好
constructed.
多廟㗎，佢都係佢起㗎啦。
He supervised everything.
佢哋都係咧監管所有嘅工程，
That's why he is very revered everywhere.
所以佢去到每一處地方咧都好受人敬重。
And also he was also in the beginning days, early days, he was serving other sadhus
同埋喺早期嘅時候咧，佢靈修早期咧，
like Srila Sridhar Maharaj
佢服務好多聖人，譬如 Srila
and
Maharaj，
Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati.
我哋嘅師公啦，Srila Bhakti Vigyan Maharaj 啦，
He was very educated.
佢本身係好有學識嘅
Bharati Maharaj.
，Srila Bhakti Maharaj 好有學識嘅，
He used to write
佢寫嘢寫好叻嘅，
very nice letters.
好靚嘅信。
So when Srila Bhakti Vigyan Maharaj was doing the court case against Gaudiya Math, who had thrown him out, this, if you know the story, when the Gaudiya Math had a court case,
咁當年咧講翻歷史啦，高啲乜有呢個咁樣嘅分裂啊，佢要打官司。
Ananta Vasudev and Kunja Babu fought in the court. Who will be the acharya and control Gaudiya Math?
Ananta Vasudev 同埋 Kunja Babu 咧，就兩個喺庭上面對峙啊，就係話邊個會做高啲一媽嘅繼承者。
Then that time they arrested Bhakti Vigyan Maharaj, put him in the jail.
咁當時佢哋逮捕咗我哋嘅師公，我就
You have heard the story.
你可能未聽過個故事啦，捉佢坐監。
Vaman Maharaj was a young brahmachari there in the mud.
當時 Vaman Maharaj 仲係嗰個嘅廟裏邊咧，
He had taken Harinam from Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
佢從書啦巴啲上嚟接受咗哈利南嘅啟迪㗎。
So the police came and arrested everyone in the mud.
咁啲差人嚟到拉晒所有廟裏邊嘅人。
But Vaman Maharaj was in the market getting vegetables.
但係 Vaman Maharaj 就喺街市度買餸啊。
Oh, when he came back,
佢翻到嚟咧，
nobody was
個
there.
個都唔喺度。
Then they told, oh, everyone put in the jail.
佢哋話咧，個個人都叫坐監啦。
So then he went to the jail to visit.
後尾佢到嗰個探監啦。
Then Bhakti Vigyan Maharaj gave mantra to him.
巴啲麥經基話用曼陀嚟傳授俾佢。
Diksha, because only he had Harinam from
因為
Bhakti.
先前佢只係咧攞巴啲士丹達俾佢哈啲啱㗎，但係巴啲麥經基話就喺個監獄裏邊咧就隔住個欄杆就俾佢啟迪。
Then that time he went back and cooked for everybody.
佢翻去之後咧就煮嘢俾佢探監啦。
So after that, they could not go back there.
之後咧佢哋唔可以再翻嗰間廟度啦。
And there were some court proceedings going on.
佢有啲即係法庭上嘅訴訟啦，法律上訴訟。
Bhakti Vigyan Maharaj was writing some briefs to the court.
咁係書到巴啲麥經基嘛，就為咗法庭咧就寫啲咁樣嘅即係情意啊，即係一啲嘢文書上嘅嘢咯。
Bharati Maharaj would come and Bhakti Vigyan Maharaj dictate to him and he write everything.
咁書到巴勒田馬哈拉就會去到咧幫我哋嘅師公咧，書到巴啲麥經基嘛咧就會咧考 口傳咧，咁啊Srila Bhakti Maharaj 就寫低佢嘅，
because he was very good at writing.
佢寫住好靚嘅。
And he was telling us last year on Bhakti Vigyan Maharaj appearance day how he used to write.
咁佢舊年咧，佢就其實同我講到Srila Bhakti Vigyan Maharaj顯現佢引職嗰日咧，佢講到佢係點樣做呢啲功夫嘅。
So he served many persons, many great sannyasis.
佢侍奉過好多偉大嘅神亞士嘅，
Saraswati Thakur's disciples.
全部都係 Saraswati Thakur 嘅門徒嚟㗎。
And Gurudev also one time told that he is so qualified he could be the acharya here.
咁Srila Guru 而家都有次講過啦，Srila Bhakti Maharaj 係咁有資格嘅，深度資格咧，佢其實可以做呢度嘅典範師 Acharya 嘅。
And also he told another devotee that
So they are good friends with our Gurudevs. He is good friend with our Gurudev.
yes, he was a good friend because he also used to visit there and he would meet with them, both Bharati Maharaj and Bhakti Bhagavat Maharaj.
咁佢哋好朋友嚟㗎，佢哋會拜訪佢哋兩個咧，Srila Bhakti Maharaj 同埋Srila Bhakti Bhagavat Maharaj。
And he told one devotee that Bharati Maharaj's mood is similar to my mood.
佢講過咧，同兩個朋友講過話，Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Maharaj嘅心水咧，同我嘅心水咧係相似嘅，接近嘅。
So he have a good relations with Bhakti.
佢同我哋 Guru 啲同 Bharati Maharaj 有好好關係。
So I knew Bharati Maharaj from that time when I was young.
我年青26歲嘅時候咧，已經認識Srila Bharati Maharaj 㗎啦。
After Gurudev left in 2010 December, then after a few months I was feeling some unhappiness in my heart.
Guru 喺2010年嘅12月走咗之後咧，過幾個月之後咧，我心裏邊覺得有啲唔開心。
I have one god brother, you know him, he's in UK, his name is Budara.
我有個神兄弟，佢名叫 Budara，佢喺英國嗰度，你認識佢嘅。
He's my Prabhupada god brother and also he is a follower of Gurudev.
佢係我巴嘅跟隨者啦，大家神兄弟，佢亦都係 Guru 啲嘅跟隨者嚟㗎。
So he called me one time
Yes,
around May of 2011.
2011年嘅5月咧，佢就俾個電話我㗎。
He said, every night for 3 nights, one Gaudiya sannyasi is coming to me and saying, tell Bhagavat Maharaj to come and spend time with you.
咁咧佢話咧，連續3晚咧有一個高地嘅神亞士咧喺夢裏邊同我報夢，佢就話咧個夢裏邊同我講話，你叫巴吉媽嚟到同我聯誼下啦咁樣。
Then that time, he said the first 2 nights he ignored because he didn't know who is this person.
咁佢話頭嗰2晚咧，佢都咧即係對於個夢嗰啲不了了之啦，覺得佢唔知呢個係邊個嚟嘅，冇厘頭咁樣好似。
Then on the 3rd night, he said that the sannyasi told him, why you are not calling him?
嗰個夢嘅第3晚嘅時候，佢就話咧個神亞士同佢講啦，佢點解你仲唔叫佢嚟啊？
I told you, call Bhagavat Maharaj and tell him to come and see me.
我吩咐你喎，叫你真係叫講俾巴吉媽知，叫佢真係嚟見我嘅喎咁樣。
Then I sent the picture of Bharati Maharaj there.
咁我就將佢封相巴蒂瑪嘅相通過電郵寄俾嗰個神兄弟。
Then he told, yes, this is the person come to see me in the dream.
佢話係啊，就係呢個人嚟夢裏邊叫我。
So then I went to stay with him in 2011 for some association.
咁所以2011年嘅時候咧，巴吉媽就同我聯誼啦。
Then he started to give me shiksha.
佢開始俾我啲訓示，
Then I accept him in my heart as shiksha guru.
我喺心裏面就接受咗佢為我嘅訓示 Guru。
He is always very kind.
佢經常對我都係咁仁慈嘅。
So now what time it is? 6:10.
Okay.
The arti going to start.
Yeah.
Well, I told you something today, a few things.
今日講多少？
Did you like to hear about all these things?
中唔中意聽呢啲啊？
More, more.
Or more?
He doesn't take any disciples. Why Srila Bhakti Maharaj doesn't take any disciples?
Why Bharti Maharaj not take any
因為佢
disciples?
唔接受
Because
收任何門徒咧咁樣。
after the breakup of Gaudiya Math, when Saraswati Thakur left,
蘇拉山塔古離開之後咧，高點咧就分裂啦，
there was so much fighting.
太多嘅鬥爭啦。
Who will be the Acharya, who will do this, who will do that.
邊個會做繼承者啊？邊個做 Acharya？ 邊個會做邊樣？邊個會做嗰
Because
樣？
Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur never write, this person Acharya.
包括巴鐵神啊，從來冇名正言順寫低話邊個人做 Acharya。
So all the disciples of Saraswati Thakur who make their own Gaudiya Math, they don't want to have this kind of fighting when they leave.
咁所以咧，所有嘅即係嗰啲分裂咗出嚟咧，佢確立咗自己嘅高點啊嗰啲咁樣嘅領袖們咧，唔想佢哋走咗之後咧，再有類似嘅呢啲咁樣嘅糾紛啊。
That's why Bhakti Vigyan Maharaj appoint Vaman Maharaj. Alright, you are the Acharya, you will initiate.
所以咧，巴鐵北京 K 佢就委任啦，輸啦巴文你嗱，你以後你會做 Acharya。
Different person appoint. And
唔同嘅人委派唔同嘅人做 Acharya。
Srila Madhav Maharaj told, I want that you all accept Bhakti Bhagavat Maharaj as Acharya and he only person to give the initiation.
咁輸啦巴鐵馬咧就話咧，我淨係想輸啦巴鐵巴啦 Peter 馬咧就做唯一嘅繼承者，佢啟迪嘅啫。
He said, I have no objection. Any of my sannyasi want to give initiation, but you cannot do in my society. Then you have to go out and start your own society.
佢話咧，我唔會反對任何其他神家事。如果想收門徒嘅話咧，佢唔可以喺我嘅協會裏邊點樣做。如果你想收門徒嘅話咧，你要自己開創你嘅會，咁你可以收門徒。
So Srila Bharati Maharaj told, this is my guru's home. This is my home. I am in the house of my guru.
所以巴鐵馬佢講話，我喺我個咕嚕嘅屋企裏邊啦，呢個係我屋企嚟㗎。
If I initiate disciple, I have to leave my guru's house, my house.
如果我啟迪門徒嘅話咧，我就離開我咕嚕間屋啦。
I don't want to.
我唔想離開呢個屋咁樣。
I want to stay in my guru's
我
house.
想逗留喺我咕嚕屋企裏邊。
I never initiate.
所以因為咁嘅緣故，我從來都唔啟迪人。
But everyone take care of him like he is the acharya.
咁但係每一個人都照顧到佢咧，好似佢阿 Charlie 咁樣照顧佢。
Okay, now you understand?
大家明白？
To follow the order of guru, he has not done.
佢因為佢跟隨咕嚕嘅訓示，佢冇咁做。
Okay? Tomorrow I will tell you more stories. You like stories.
聽日當多啲故事啦，繼續聽故仔。
啊，我唔想聽故仔啊。